Hey there, I just wanted to tell you a little bit about Chat GPT. And this is a 3.5 version. There's many versions beyond this, and it gets so incredible. Wow. But I'm having such a good time with it. And I just wanted to tell you that today, my editor sent me a text, and she says, I got your about the author thing, but it's taking up the entire back cover because the font that we chose and the fact that I have a big old picture of me. So she said, how about you condense this a little bit more? And I thought I condensed it. I took 3 paragraphs that I was trying so hard to get everything in. I put it in Chat GPT, and it condensed it down to about 150 words, maybe 200. And then there's the picture. But the back cover has got to have the last 1/4 left open, because that's going to be for the sponsor. So let's just say, for example, that O'Neill Cancer Center, which is where I go, let's say they want to sponsor some. And so I want to be able to leave that 1/4 blank at the bottom so that I can have them sponsor the covers or the books, and then we can get it in every cancer center and every hospital and in the world. So I sent this note to Chat GPT. Listen to this. And Chat GPT is not a real person, but you talk to them just like a real person. They don't have emotions and all that stuff. And really, he doesn't give a crap about this. It says, I am a first-time author, and you helped me condense 3 paragraphs into 200 words or less yesterday. But my editor says that my picture is hogging up the entire back cover, and I need at least 1/4 of the for potential hospitals, cancer centers, and all cancer societies, and even regular business owners to sponsor, so we can get publications in the hands of every single person who's received a devastating medical diagnosis, even if it's not cancer. Can you please condense the last effort down more? Now, I still have it over here on this side where we did, but I still copied and pasted it over there, and that's a really big deal. Copy and paste. But anyway, can you please condense this even more? So I put the last effort with the editor and into here, and it condensed it down to about 80 words, and it looks fantastic. It says, I mean, I didn't let it write my whole book, don't get me wrong, or books, but it says, Melissa Twig's inspiring books, Dear Cancer, a thank you note, and terminally optimistic, your first empowering moves to make after a devastating medical diagnosis stem from her journey supporting her sister through stage 4 kidney cancer and overcoming her own battle with GIST cancer. Today, as Melissa's books come to life, her sister celebrates 4 years of resilience, while Melissa thrives as a cancer survivor, speaker, compassionate mentor. She uplifts patients worldwide facing challenging diagnoses, extending her support beyond cancer to all medical struggles. Join Melissa's empowering community on Facebook at http://facebook.com Melissa Twig Talks 1. Done. And then I'll have my editor condense the picture. I'll have her condense the words that says about the author, and then I'll put this in, and then we'll have plenty of room for the sponsors at the bottom. So it's looking good. It's so awesome, this thing. But it can take away your personality. It tried to. One of my beta readers was Susan. She said that the book Terminally Optimistic was a little long, and she said, can you make it a little shorter? So I've tried to put my words into Chat GPT to make them smaller, or more condensed or more concise. And what happened was it tried to take my personality out of the writing. And so that was not what I wanted. So you can keep talking back and forth to it. You say, listen, you're not compassionate enough. You're not eloquent enough. And then it went and did all this stuff that was very eloquent, like it was writing a a romance novel. And then when I said, can you keep my personality? It kind of did. And then it condensed. So it takes away words that you don't need so that the reader doesn't get too bored. But finally, after about going back and forth, just like it would say, how do you feel about this? Thumbs up, thumbs down, that kind of stuff. And I would say, we're not there yet, try again. And I could do this again right now. I could say, try again with even fewer words. And I probably will, just to make it easier for my editor. But what's so cool about it is that I can actually continue to to put Chat GPT as one of my friends, but it's not really going. It's not good because it's taking the personality away from the author. And I just had a client in my salon like 2 days ago, and she says, I haven't read a book. Now this is an avid reader, and she doesn't want to read anything except just silly romance novels and that kind of thing. But she said, I haven't read a book in months because I literally could not find a book that was any good anymore. And I think it's because people are using this Chat GPT to write their books. And I think it's very obvious because it's all over YouTube and how we can use it and that kind of thing. I think it's a great tool, but it cannot replace personality. And so I'm thankful that I have it, but it's just a tool. It's not going to write my book. I finally told it that, I said, you sound like a man. I said, I'm a female, a compassionate female who has gone through a cancer diagnosis with myself and a friend, and I want to relay that to people worldwide. And you sound like a male who doesn't have compassion or English as a first language. And it wrote back and said, I'm sorry. Can we try again? It's really cool, but it is what it is. Chat GPT. I still think it's a lot of fun. You should use it for everything.